Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi and his Indian counterpart Subrahmanyam Jaishankar have met in New Delhi. Mr. Wang is the most senior Chinese official to visit the country since deadly border clashes in 2020 soured ties between the two. Shankar joins us live with more on this visit. Shan, neither side announcing that visit prior to Mr. Wang actually landing in the city. Why the secrecy and what has come out of this meeting?
Well, it was really uncharacteristic of the meeting because we really didn't know when Mr. Wang Yi was going to arrive in India, and we only got a confirmation when his flight landed in New Delhi last night. And New Delhi says that this was because China had asked this meeting to be kept secret, and because there was no understanding between the two parties, India and China, that they had to make an announcement. It was because of this reason that both parties had not announced the visit. As for what's come out of the meeting, India's External Affairs Minister said that they discussed a wide range of issues, including trade and commerce, the return of hundreds, if not thousands of kids who are Indian students who are stuck in China due to COVID-19 restrictions. But the real centerpiece of the discussion was the border tensions. And several analysts have been saying that this conversation was long overdue. For the past 2 years, there have been several conversations about disengagement along the northern border of India in the Ladakh region, where tensions broke out in 2020 after a deadly clash happened between Indian and Chinese armies. So that was really the big point of the conversation. And India's External Affairs Minister has said that there has been some progress made on that part. But it was clear from his announcement and his press conference today that things haven't really moved fast, because it was apparent very much the sort of confusion that there is between the two parties, because they aren't making progress as fast as they would like to. So from India's position, it looks as if more talks are going to happen in the near future. And it is very safe to say that the border conflict that started almost 2 years ago is certainly not far from over.
All right, we'll stay on that point, Ishan. If we hear Wang Yi saying China wants to return to normalcy on ties, and of course, in his Indian counterpart saying India wants a stable and predictable relationship. As you say, not much progress, but since 2020, what might they have in common that they can build on so they can make some kind of progress on resolving these tensions?
Well, a couple of positive points that came out of the meeting, according to Foreign Affairs Minister, was that they have expressed confidence in the progress that these two parties have made, although that progress has not been at a great speed. So there has been some expression of confidence that there is going to be further talks on this matter going forward. But India has very clearly stated that the bedrock of that conversation has to be the pullback of troops from the Ladakh region. So we might see India pushing China to pull back some of its troops from the Ladakh area. We have seen hundreds of thousands of personnel being deployed in that region, which is highly volatile. Apart from that, the Foreign Affairs Ministers also said that India and China's relationship in general is based on peace and tranquility along the border. So this was, again, underlining the importance of peace along the border. And once that comes, the wider India-China relationship might go from strength to strength from that point onwards. So it is likely that more military conversations, more military dialogues between commanders are going to be held, but diplomatic conversations are also likely to be held. And there's even speculation that at the BRICS summit later this year, Prime Minister Narendra Modi might even speak to his Chinese counterpart if he is invited to the meeting in person in China of the BRICS summit that China is hosting. So there's going to be more conversation that's going to be had. But once again, coming back to that point of the issue certainly is not resolved.
Oh, thanks to Shankar in New Delhi on this visit by China's foreign minister to India.